Hey friends, it's Dears, and as you guys can see, I am back in America. I'm back in America now. I was in Japan for about 2 months. A lot of you knew that already. I met a lot of old and new faces such as Charlotte in Japan, Rachel in June, PDR and Mime, Chris abroad. Like, I'll put a link to everyone in the description below. They are all awesome people. Thank you so much to everyone that I met. You made my experience in Japan that much more memorable, and it was so nice meeting you guys because it's very surreal seeing people that you've been watching since before you even did YouTube, or people that you've just been watching for a long time. Thank you everyone that just took the time to just hang out and just have a fun time. But yeah, coming back, I had one of the worst panics ever. Usually in stressful situations, I either do one of the two things. I'll either just fall asleep or I will hide somewhere and just do this or this until it just goes away or I just calm down. This one was pretty bad because I left my wallet all the way back in Japan, which had everything in it. I had no idea where it was back in Vancouver. When I went through customs, I had to empty out my bag for them to check, and I saw that my wallet wasn't there, and that's when I said immediately, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like just over and over, because that's all I really could say. And they were like, oh, what's wrong? And I was like, did I leave my wallet on the plane? And they called up the people on the plane and they couldn't find it. And that's what's so terrifying, especially when you're flying across the world, when it's not in the last place that you were in. So I was like, okay, that means it probably is in Japan, and I probably either left it on the bullet train or the airport. And bless Joey's heart that he spent the whole night calling people just to see where my wallet was, and we were both very, very stressed out. Very sleepless flight, and for him, a sleepless night. But luckily, my god, thank you so much, Japan, that you have a very low to no existing thievery rate, because he found it, somebody turned it in from immigration or customs to the security, and everything was still in it. So besides my sinuses, everything's cleared out. Now, adding more stuff here, I'm going to be gone from Vegas all of July up until early August, which means I have to upload and schedule videos that take up that entire time because I'm going to be going to a lot of conventions and also a Euro trip with Joey. Now, the first event I'm going to be attending is Anime Expo, so for those of you attending, I will be there. If you're wondering if there's going to be a signing or a meet and greet, there will be, but details will be at a later date. We're still working on the process of everything, but there will be one, so follow me either on Twitter or Facebook, or just check in the videos. Now, the next thing I want to share here, as you guys can see from the title, I'll be hosting a rooftop party for Faku at Anime Expo. If for whatever reason you can't attend because you're either too far away or you can't afford it or whatever, we will be streaming it on twitch.tv/Faku, which discourages me from drinking, but then again, I have a past of drunk live streams, which has both haunted and kind of grown with my career. But I'll stay sober. Maybe. I'll be with friends. They'll pressure me into it. Actually, I know they'll pressure me into it. Then again, I will be on a rooftop, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. Let's hope that by the end of the night, I'm still on the rooftop. Or at least just somewhere in a safe environment. But anyways, getting back on track here, you have to be 21 and up to attend, so I apologize for those of you that are underage. And as far as tickets go, I don't know if you can buy them at the door. They didn't tell me yet, but there is a link down below where you guys can now get them early. So that's what I suggest to you guys. Go to the link down below, purchase your ticket if you want to come to the party, and it will be at a place called Don Chente, downtown Los Angeles. It's next to the convention center, so all of that will be in the link where you guys can purchase your tickets. Ah, yes, and before I forget, for those of you that are fans of Killing Stalking, which I'm sure many of you are, there's going to be a signing with the writer who's going to be at the LEZHIN booth at Anime Expo. I have no idea what the booth number is, but I assume that you have to go look for the line filled with just Sangwoo and Yunbum cosplayers and possibly handcuffed together. There's going to be a long line of that, I know it. And then there's me, I'm gonna come up to that line being like, ah, Sangwoo, you let Yunbum out of his cage, welcome to AX. So that's just a nice little bit of information I want to share with you guys. Right after AX, we are going to Indie PopCon, so look out for us there if you are attending. And right after Indie PopCon, we are going all the way to Finland, which will be AnimeCon. You guys are gonna come, so hopefully we get to see you guys. Now, because we're in Finland, Joey and I decided that we're gonna utilize that time to take a Euro trip because it's going to be our anniversary, so we decided to just celebrate it in Europe because we don't know when the next time we're gonna be in Europe is. So the reason I'm also putting that out for you guys is because there's possibility that we might have a meetup in the following countries that we're visiting: Barcelona, Amsterdam, Dublin, and Paris, and various parts of Italy. We might, but with a schedule like that, it's going to be pretty hectic. So I'm just putting that out there for those of you that live in any of those countries. Though for the most part, that trip is essentially going to be our vacation. So hopefully I get to see some old and new faces. Speaking of new faces, you guys probably noticed our new friend here. Say hello! I came home to this delivered to me by this company. Thank you so much. Like, I was not expecting to see this when I came home. I told them anything Attack on Titan, and they sent this. What? Ah, thank you for reminding me. He said that the Attack on Titan manga in Bookwalker is going to be 50% off from June 13th to June 20th. So if you guys want to get your hands on some Attack on Titan manga half off, you guys can use Akideers also to get an additional $5 off of your purchase. Happy reading. I'll put a link in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching. It has been such a hectic ride and I can't wait for more. I can't wait to see many of you at the events that we are going to. There's going to be more this year, believe it or not, and it's going to be even crazier. Details will be later on. Thank you guys so much for watching and thank you for the time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Also, I haven't seen Tentacle-sama in a while. Babe?